Hi, Damien from Wimbledon, the Sunday, the 9th of June 2019. And thank you, everyone who is watching this video live and will be joining after it has been uploaded. Thank you very much. Please be so kind and don't hesitate just to subscribe to this channel and to hit the notification button. It would be great to have more attention and to have more subscribers to this channel as I'm sharing quite important information. So today's topic will be, and I tend to be straight to the point. Should I marry as a guy in the current ages, like in the current society, and especially what I'm addressing this broadcast to young people, to like people to the age of 30, 35. And the answer is no, you shouldn't do this because it's like very, very risky. Like being married as a man in current times is just like combined with a high risk of being like punished at the end for exactly this decision. So I've been through this process. I've been married for many years, and I've got divorced 2014. And from my own experience, I can tell you this is not worth it. It's not worth to. So for I just maybe I get back a little bit in time and in the time after my divorce, but like very shortly after, I've just catched up on a website in internet from a German guy called this website is Männer Magazine, and it's like giving some advice on how to behave after divorce. And let's say I'm not applying every single like advice which is given on this website, but I'm just like examining and giving you like my impression on the main concepts of this website. And one of the important messages which is given away in this website is that it's highly risky for a man to want to establish a family and get married. And why is that like this? Because you as a man have really very less support from the government side, but on the other hand your wife will have like every support which she will need in case you will divorce. So um, all this child support, all this the legal system when it's coming to divorce, and all this type of established rules are highly supporting the female side, but are very largely not supporting the male side. And so because I will not go into details because it's just like very sensitive, and I don't want to be I don't want to be also I don't want to share the details of my life like in every detail. It just doesn't matter. I've been through very tough times after my divorce in terms of seeing my youngest child. My ex-wife is preventing this, and she doesn't allow me to contact him, and she's doing any different types of crazy things, including false accusation and informing legal authorities about things which never happened, or just preventively like informing the school that if in case I would like to visit my own son, they should inform the police and things like that. Really rubbish. I really can tell you this is just the lowest level you can imagine a woman can behave after divorce. And I know this can be differently, but I have like the main message which I want to give away today to you as a young man is just that you should be aware that this can happen to you as well. Because before I have been confronted with this type of situation by myself, until I have been like exposed to this type of resentful, revengeful, stupid female behavior, I haven't. I haven't believed that this actually might happen to men. And I remember once I have been in front of a German uh, court, of a German civil court in Hamburg, and I was wondering because they have been like men standing outside in blue Santa Claus suits, blue, which is not the original color. It's usually like red, and they have been complaining about the legal system in Germany, and about that they do not have the possibility to see that their children by governmental or not governmental, by legal decision. And this is actually very very the very very important information which you don't have to, which you might take away from this video. It's that if you are getting married, you are inviting the state to your bedroom. It means it's you're not marrying only your wife, and then afterwards you will be not only responsible for your wife, and especially for your children, which is okay, to be responsible for your children and to pay alimony. It's all right, just in reasonable amount. I think we all need to move on after a divorce, and we need to spend as much as we can, but not as much as somebody is forcing us to do, or as much as someone can imagine, or is used to get during the marriage time. Because when someone decides to go, and many women are living, and this was the case in my case, just my ex-wife left. I didn't leave. She left. She decided to go away. She had good reasons, but she decided to go away, and she connected to another man. And then in that case, why I should be like her, ATM? I'm not my ex-wife's ATM. Hello, goodbye. Yeah, you have your own husband. Fuck off. Yeah. So, and then because it is that you're then changing, the numbers, and you're not paying as much as she wants to, and anyway, because you're the worst guy ever, and she will then take a revenge on you. And I have been experienced that. And the important thing is, again, I didn't believe that this can happen to me. I was thinking this is like abstract, this doesn't happen to normal guys. But I've been like, but I heard a lot of stories, like it was like in like gossip running around. I was thinking, oh gosh, this can, like maybe it's true or not. I just like potentially. Oh yes, I remember. I've been defending, because I've been a criminal defense lawyer in Germany, and I remember like one guy being left by his wife, and they had like 3 children. I've been defending him because he was accused of killing the new boyfriend, and it was like really really emotional, really bad. I just really wanted, this was like hard stuff, because I was like feeling sorry for this guy. On the other hand, obviously couldn't I couldn't really relate to the fact that somebody died, and this was not good. But so this kind of type of emotions are going on in this type of separation. So for myself, I just took the very good decision to leave, and to not expose myself to this type of conflicts. And I've done it the good. This was a good way. But coming back to marriage, you can be with someone for years. You can be so, but you don't know this person until the moment of divorce and separation, because in this moment this will come out, which type of human being you have been together with. And in when you just like married a resentful, like black widow woman who just does want to create a mess, and just wants to destroy your life, and wants to take revenge, you will have to deal with that. And it does not mean, and because she has all the support, and let me stay abstract here, I'm not talking about it in my particular case. Yes, I have experience with that. Yes, I'm exposed to this type of allegations or whatever kind of stuff, but which is completely insane and crazy. But it happens to many men. I think that I'm right saying to you that in for example in the US there is a specific label for this type of accusation after divorce, when women like accusing their husbands of being like whatever, sexually abusive or something. It's horrible. It's horrible, and it's made up many times for getting money or taking revenge on someone who just wants to move on with his life. So for men, for young men, I have been like 28 as I have been married, and then it finished with 30 something. I just 14 years. Let me count together: 28 married, and then two. It was at 30, 42. 42. 42 is not, yeah. So a long time, and yeah. So you can, your life is short, and why you should give this power to women? For example, the moment you are signing this contract, when you're like marrying someone, you're exposing yourself of her being your eventually being your opponent during the separation. And it's not herself, but it's her, the government, the police, the office, and all these guys you don't want to really deal with, and you don't really guess that you will have to deal with when you're going into the marriage. So it can be really messy, and you really need to be strong. I know from men that commit suicide, and I heard about it. I don't want to do this kind of favor to any kind of woman. Fuck off, kill yourself if you like to. Or I don't know. No, it's not that. It's not. It's men like generally. No, I will not do such stupid things. I'm just worth my life, and I'm just not recommending this type of stuff. No, it's not to take the black pill, it's to take the red pill, to understand that this type of accusations, might come across your way. And before you marry a woman, you just really, really need to know who you're dealing with. Because, for example, I have been quite blind on my eyes. Meeting my wife, I've seen how she has treated her former boyfriend, and it wasn't really nice, to be honest. So actually, I could have maybe I guess what will happen after once she has decided to separate. And yeah, she was very resentful. She was speaking openly about revenge, and she was also telling me that she needs to, it didn't happen during the divorce, to really to find out in a legal way who has been responsible for the divorce. Yeah, the fact is that she did want this divorce. She asked me to put the divorce application into place because she wanted to save money. But at the end, she wanted to move. I was asking to stay because of the children. So this is how you guys actually are. It's not about me, now it's a little bit coming back and to give you this impression which I have usually, or at least from my experience and how I have been through it, is that I can say that we really just, even if we don't cope anymore and we think oh, this is quite, the relationship is quite going quite badly and we are not really coping together, and yeah, and sometimes we do mistakes, big mistakes in our lives, and yeah, we still want to fix it. But once a woman has decided to go far, oh mate, don't try to get her back. This is only bad for you. You will suffer and suffer. Years, takes me years to go over it. And so for everyone who would just I don't know what to suggest, my best suggestion I can give: avoid through not getting married. Thank you very much. So if you're young and you're watching this video and you guess a guy who is 47 and has some experience, now in my age, I might give it another try with a young woman. This might happen in case I find someone who I just think okay. But I know another box world champion, actually, who has been married twice, and the first time it was really badly because the woman has been accusing him and wanting his money, all the money. He earned a lot of money. He was a box world champion, and I don't want to mention his name. It's when I'm talking about myself, then it's about myself, and then that who I am. I'm Damien from Wimbledon. But when I'm talking about other people I know, I really don't know if they have would give me permission to mention their names. So yeah, this particular guy, let's call him like Jack, who has been like a world champion in boxing, has been like married. I think he's possibly married for the third time, or I don't know if he decided to marry for the third time. But the two marriages he had in the first place, it turned out exactly the same way, like in my case. So a lot of dirty stuff. In Germany, we call it Rosenkrieg. Yeah, so really a fight. He lost at least the half of his money, and you can imagine how much he earned. And still, it was still not enough. So things like art and so he collected over his life. She has taken away. Also, her children, his children has she took them away. So you actually are not really someone who has somehow power over your own children, even you have custody. So as a father, you're treated legally badly. The law is treating you very, very badly as a father. You're like second the second class. If there is, imagine a train and there is first class everything. This is the mom, and this is the legal system supporting her. They are like traveling first class, and you're second class. If you're lucky, if you're not lucky, you are just out of the train, and you can just, yeah, make your own way. And many men do it. They're going MGTOW, for example. Many go their own way, or they are just going red pill, and they are just dating women for occasionally. And so be honest, I this is like yeah. So always be aware about women's hypergamy, which is like looking for a better opportunity. I have experienced that. This was exactly the case in the case of my divorce. So my ex-wife, just, yeah, once she found the guy, she was thinking he's the better one. You will be treated like shit, mate. You will be treated like shit. And if you are one of those guys who think, I'm talking, excuse me for this, if you think I just want to, I don't know, that I just want to tell you something, because yeah, I'm like resentful, or no, I'm not. I'm actually I'm a happy man. I'm moving my way. I moved away from Germany to England also to have my peace, to find myself, and it's actually happening. My life is getting better and better, and because I'm taking care of myself. And even with 47, I absolutely don't feel like I would be like this the age. I really enjoy myself and my life, but I'm still exposed to craziness, to really craziness, to ridiculous, of attacks from the side of my ex-wife. And I'm just wondering, just when this will end. If I think she's insane, and so she's insane, she's crazy. Yeah, so I think really many women who are, they just can't stop to resent, and they don't forget. Believe me, they just give they give you every date. When you said once to her, fuck off, and she will write it down with a date when you did say it, for example, and she will remember, or she will remember, or she will write it down even if you don't do it. So she will then write down something which she will accuse you that you have done, and but this never happened. So I got like a spreadsheet of my inventory, what I according to her, did to her. And it was, yeah, it's like really rubbish, and no honor at all, no honor at all. They don't do not, no, they do not make any kind of, it's really horrible. And so I've been too exposed to that. I want to share it with you because I want to prevent you from doing these mistakes. It might change. We are expecting a big economic crisis, and it might happen that women then will realize how much they really need men, because at the moment they are living like in this feminist, surreal world of of like bad patriarchy, and we have been like suppressing them all the time, and all this kind of rubbish. No, it didn't happen. I haven't suppressed my ex-wife all the time. We have been to holidays, to skiing, summer holidays, and she has been enjoying my money and my time. And and it is just rubbish. Yeah. So if you are a young man and you're considering to marry, please be aware of the fact that you might be like exposed to things which you'd never expect to happen to you during your life. And yeah, and just be aware of that. And if you make your decision anyway, then I hope for you that she's worth it. Okay. Have a good day. Lovely Sunday. Really, I appreciate everyone who's watching this. And yeah, speak soon. And I tried to change my headphones. They are so big. I have like Bluetooth smaller ones, but for somehow they don't cope with my video with my laptop. Yeah, maybe with the new ones next time. Thank you. Goodbye.